I keep forgetting to record this, so I'm doing it really quick. I have girls' night dinner at 7 o'clock at 6:30, and I still have to drive there. So it's gonna be quick. So first thing is I'm really excited to meet up with my girlfriends tonight. One of them I haven't seen uh, since like the week after Thanksgiving, I think. It's been a really long time. So that's really exciting. Second thing is my hair. Jenna came into town. She mailed her shears and cut my hair. And obviously, when she did it, it looked like really, really cute. But I don't know if you can tell, like it's kind of like PC, little side bang. There are some like shorter layers. It looks so much healthier. It was really dead and gross. Lots of split ends. So she did a fantastic job. I had a haircut picked out with like really thick bangs, and then she cut them like this and said, if you want to change them by the time I leave, we'll cut them thicker. And then we saw all these people downtown with the really thick bangs, and they had to start like way back here. And then I freaked out and said, nope, side bangs, great. So I like my new haircut a lot, and I'm really thankful that she mailed her shears so she could cut it for me. Um, okay, last two things. It's a really short video. I just finished this 2 nights ago. I know, like, very trendy book. The movie's out. I'm sure half of the world has seen it, read it, whatever. If you haven't and you have about 10 hours, um, fantastic book. It was 530 pages. So you do kind of need some time to read it. And I will warn you, it's addicting. Like, I would say to Andrew, like 8:45 at night, is it too early to go to bed so I can read for an hour, hour and a half in bed? Here's thought as a crazy person because I've never been like that. Um, Typically, I only read at work when my little guy's napping, but it was so good I had to read it like every night before I went to bed. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm really excited to see that. We're gonna rent it probably next week sometime. Um, but the book was fantastic. I'm not a crier. I didn't actually cry during the book. I cried during the last part of it because it is Catherine Stockett, the author. It's her account of what it was probably like for her maid growing up. Because she's from Mississippi. So if you read the book, like Catherine Stockett is kind of personified, I think, by Skeeter, if you read the book. Um, so I kind of got teary eyed at that part, but it literally was like the last 3 pages and I cried, and then that was it. But I'll probably cry at the movie. It was fantastic. It's so sad to think how um, what our country was like only like 40 years ago. 50, 40, 50, yeah, I guess 50 years ago. Um, I'd say we've come a long way, but I'm sure in a lot of ways we haven't come a long way. And the next generation will say we were terrible about something. So, um, yeah, it was a great book. I highly recommend it. I think the next books I'm gonna read, which I'm sure a lot of you have read them, The Hunger Games. Andrew can actually rent them on Amazon Prime for me because he's got a Kindle, so we don't have to pay for them, and I can just borrow them. So I'm excited about that. Um, Last thing is an app. I'm sure all of you have this app. I feel like am like doing something that I'm like just entering something that's been going on for like 5 years. The game Words with Friends. I've really been enjoying it. I still haven't won a game yet. I almost beat my friend Steph. And then she played her last letter, and so then she won the game, even though I had a letter left, and had I played it, I would have won the game. So she beat me by like 2 points. That was the most fun I've had playing because it was like a really close game. Some people beat me by like 100. One of the people I'm playing with right now is beating me by like 200 points. So if you want to feel good about yourself, become my friend on Words with Friends and play with me because I am horrendous at it, but I really like it. So if you've got a smartphone, Words with Friends. The other thing I love about it is I feel like still like I can still play games and connect with people who live 1,000 miles away from me. So that's been something really fun for me to feel like I played a game with Stephanie even though she lives 1,000 miles away. So highly recommend it. Somehow this video got to 5 minutes. Don't know how because I had like three things to talk about, but I'm sorry I missed you guys last week. Jenna was flying in town. I was getting dinner ready and just getting excited for her trip. So that's where I was last week. I will hopefully post again next week. I'm going to try to be good about it again. I love doing these and I just got out of the habit. So hope you've had a great week and have an awesome weekend.